You are getting 100% Jodi on Women Taking the Lead. When you are aware the power is in your court, you can make a different decision if you like. You can choose to see the situation differently and see where you do have power and control. Hello, my name is Jodi Flynn and welcome to Women Taking the Lead, where we are all about creating blasts of inspiration to help you overcome self-doubt so you can lead with confidence, integrity, and a sense of humor. Head over to womentakingthelead.com to join the community and get the resources to support you on your leadership journey. Now, your future awaits, so let's get started. Hello, everyone. This is Jodi, and I just wanted to say hello and Happy New Year. And I have to say, in the last episode, which was our wrap up on goals for 2018, I promised I would be back in a couple weeks to give you an update on what goals I had chosen for myself for the new year and to talk about just in general, I guess, more of what I had going on in my business. And as I started to put that episode together, certain things started happening. They were in the works. And as I was, piling everything together and thinking about how I was going to deliver the information, I realized it wasn't ready yet. It's like pulling brownies out of the oven that are like half baked and trying to serve them up, which I'm sure would be delicious and still good, but they're not the brownies that you thought you were going to serve. And I always have such a high value on value. I want to make sure you are getting the best of what I have to give. And every time I went to just record what was a half done episode, it just didn't feel right. So when I thought about it, like what am I going to do? I promised an episode to come out today. I thought about one of the episodes that really got a lot of traction when it came out. And it's very timely for us to re-listen to this episode this time of year because it's all about our common stress reactions. And they are the two biggest ones. They're the ones that take us out of the game so completely they can devastate us, even if we only spend a short amount of time in that stress reaction. So I am going to, here's the deal I have for you. I'm going to replay this episode for you today. Take everything you need from it. It was a good one, I promise you. Next week, I'm going to air an episode I actually recorded for another podcast. Geraldine Carter of She Plays Big invited me to come on her podcast, not necessarily as an interview guest, but to come on to interview her as a way for her audience to get to know her better. And I am such a huge fan of Geraldine's that I asked her permission to be able to release that episode on this podcast. And she said yes. And again, it's all about not really overcoming fear, but embracing it and accepting it and learning to be with fear as we play a bigger game. And what a better time than as we're kicking off our goals for the new year. But some of you may have already run into some obstacles, some stumbling blocks. Things may not be going the way you planned. It's all good. And Geraldine's episode will definitely give you a sense of we're all in it together. We all go through this. It's so normal and it's all okay. So that episode I will have for you next week. And then I promise, 2 weeks from now on January 28th, I will drop the episode outlining what I have going on in 2019. And of course, I'm going to try to add more value. I'm going to add more value to that episode so that you are empowered, armored, ready to go. Every episode that I'm releasing in the next few weeks, I want to make sure has you geared up and ready to go for 2019. So I'm going to leave you here. Enjoy this episode. And as always, you can reach out to me. I am at Jodi, Jodi, at womentakingthelead.com. If you've got big things going on in 2019 and you want some support, you recognize that maybe you're getting in your own way or you're just not sure where to start or which things to pick, that's my specialty. Reach out to me. Let's talk. I have coaching packages and services for anyone of pretty much any need, budget, you name it. Reach out to me. don't try to go it alone. Okay, enough with the introductions. Here are 2 common stress reactions that will derail you in the pursuit of your goals. Hey everyone, this is Jodi Flynn and I hope you are having an amazing week. And to get us caught up, in the last bonus episode, I talked about using your powers of deduction to get at who you want to be as a leader and that you are not your stress reactions. I promised you I would go into some of the common stress reactions so that with an awareness of what they look like, you could choose a new reaction. Well, as promised, here are 2 of the most common stress reactions. There are going to be 4 total, but I'm going to do 2 in this bonus episode and 2 in the next bonus episode. Are you ready? Here we go. The first one is shutting down, and I call it cocooning. Imagine you're going about your day when suddenly something happens. No matter what it is, it occurs to you as bad news. In the moment, it feels like the worst news, the last thing you needed right now, the straw that broke the camel's back. It could be a change to your carefully laid out plans, an unpleasant conversation, a flat tire, burnt toast, whatever. It really doesn't matter what it is. What matters is it's something you don't like and you feel like it's out of your control. And then you feel the energy drain out of your body. You're tired, defeated, and you start to wonder why you try so hard. It's already X o'clock in the morning and you feel like you need a nap, but you can't take a nap. So instead, you either go in your office and close the door, or you go to your phone to see what's happening on Facebook, or you get in your car to go to Starbucks to get a jolt of caffeine. If you're at home, you might sit on the couch and do a Netflix marathon. You are shut down. Your batteries became depleted and you are now doing anything you can to recharge. You may also be in a mindset where you can't stand to be around yourself and nothing makes you happy. You may feel ashamed of yourself and worthless. And of course, you can't stand to have people see you like this, so you hide out and go into your cocoon. You isolate yourself from others and keep them at a distance. This is not you. This is your alter ego in survival mode. It will help you to recover, but it's not the most effective way to hit your goals or to achieve the life you want to live. While you are recovering, and if you find yourself there, do what you can to recover. But while you're recovering, you are falling a little further behind on your goals and you are ineffective at anything you try to do. The real you is effective, capable, and resourceful, but the real you has taken a back seat and given the power over to the alter ego. Here's a little warning. Don't make decisions when the alter ego is in charge. They will be decisions made from the perspective of an 8-year-old. What does an 8-year-old know about what you are capable of? Exactly, nothing. The reason for this is our alter egos oftentimes start when we're in our early grammar school years, so you want to imagine this as an 8-year-old. The key here is to be aware that the alter ego has taken over. When you are aware, the power is in your court. You can make a different decision if you like. You can choose to see the situation differently and see where you do have power and control, where the woman of your experience and skill level can make a difference. And in the last episode, I mentioned how I become a micromanager when I get stressed out and feel out of control. Well, there are times when I let that controlling part of myself off the leash so I can dive into the details and research the daylights out of a certain topic. But I'm doing it by choice and not because I feel out of control. I use my default stress reaction to serve me and not the other way around. And here's the thing, life is duality. You are both in control and powerless at the same time. The key is to be in control when you are in control and to let things unfold when you are not in control. And dare I say, enjoy the ride, whatever it may be. Okay, let's take a minute here to talk about one of my sponsors that is all about helping you to take stress out of your life. You guys know them so well. Text Expander. Text Expander multiplies your team's productivity, making up-to-date shared knowledge available instantly. Using Text Expander, all of your team's common responses are accessible and searchable through simple abbreviations and keyboard shortcuts. They're written and edited by your best writers, shared with everyone on your team, available on multiple platforms, including Mac OS, iOS, Windows, and on the web, and are updated immediately everywhere when they are modified. Using Text Expander with your team will change your life, make you more productive, and leave more time for what you do best. And for larger teams, Text Expander supports single sign-on or SSO and grouping accounts to make onboarding a breeze. So visit textexpander.com/podcast to learn more about Text Expander. And if you sign up, you will get 20% off your first year. So again, visit textexpander.com/podcast. And it's TEXT Expander, EXPANDER.com/podcast. Okay, the next common stress reaction is overreacting, and I call this one the Amazon warrior. Similar to the previous situation, something happens, but in this instance, your alter ego's faulty radar picks up something different. Rather than sensing a situation where there is nothing you can do, your alter ego instead picks up a threat. That change to your carefully laid out plans, the unpleasant conversation, the flat tire, the burnt toast, they are now perceived as putting something valuable to you at risk. This creates conflict. The alter ego is now charged up and ready to do battle. And rather than turning into the Incredible Hulk, because we're women here after all, you become the Amazon warrior. And being an Amazon warrior might sound eccentric and sexy, but no one likes to be around this woman, and this woman has to fight for everything she wants. She's so unpleasant, people only help her if they have to. The battle that you create in this stress reaction can come in the following forms: aggression, verbal and or physical, though likely at your age you redirect physical aggression into some workout, some sort of activity. Then there is passive aggression, fuming silently, perfectionism, and jealousy, the idea that the more they get, the less I get, and second guessing yourself. And yep, this battle is with you. There is more energy in this stress reaction than there is in cocooning, so you're not likely to find yourself lying on the couch, at least not right away. But this burst of energy is on credit, and you pay it back in interest. Once the adrenaline rush has passed, you will likely find yourself in need of some recovery time, and you slip into cocooning. Also, when your alter ego is in charge of this stress reaction, the actions you take will likely be misdirected. It will get you a result that is only temporary and land you with consequences that may be worse than the original perceived threat. This stress reaction causes us to say things we don't mean to ourselves and others, take our fear and anger out on innocent bystanders, and make snap decisions in the heat of the moment. Even if you are somewhat aware of your internal conflict, your attempts to hide it are futile. You find yourself being critical of yourself and others, you involuntarily focus on the negative, and your tone of voice, word choice, body language will give you away. A coach of mine called this leaking. It's gross, but it's accurate. You are trying to hide your volatile mood, but it leaks out, and as a consequence, you occur to other people as, and put in air quotes, not quite right. This is not you either. This is your alter ego on high alert, looking for threats and trying to protect you. It is defensive, argumentative, and just waiting for someone to say or do that thing, and it will lash out. Again, to gain control over your alter ego, awareness is key. Be aware of what is pushing your buttons, what you hold dear that feels threatened, and what is causing the threat. Realize that a large percentage of the threats you perceive are just that, perceived threats. They are not real, And if you can stay in current reality, you can keep yourself from turning into the Amazon warrior and then creating damage all around you. If you know one or both of these stress reactions are holding you back in your business or professional life, reach out to me. This is how I serve my clients best. And when they are able to manage their alter egos and choose their response consciously, they are able to keep stress away and stay focused on their goals and moving forward. Okay, that's it for now. So if this resonated with you or you have anything to add, please leave a comment on the post or on the Facebook page or in the Facebook group. I love hearing from you guys and knowing if I'm on the right track. If I am, I will do more of this. If I am hitting the mark, I will pivot and focus on the things that will make a difference for you. But I do hope this was helpful to you, and here's to your success. Thank you for joining me on Women Taking the Lead. Are you ready to take the lead in your own life but need some support? Head over to womentakingthelead.com/contact to introduce yourself. And to strengthen you on your leadership journey, I'd like to send you off with a quote from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Again, thank you for joining with me, and here's to your success.